you give a breakdown on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the titles change depending on where you're at, but the structure is basically the same. So basically, what like the most basic or the smallest um, representative position is precinct committee, right? But it just because it's on the like the lowest level, it's on a foundational level. I don't want people to confuse that with it being insignificant, right? Because we must understand the role that precinct committeemen play. And precinct committeemen, they establish what the party lines and the party platforms are going to be. They play a very significant role in their power to vote for primary representatives and party positions and things of that nature, right? So your precinct committeeman is at the smallest level because its jurisdiction is the smallest. Not that their position is actually insignificant, but the space that they represent is the smallest, right? So precinct committeeman is very important. That's like the closest representative in your proximity. This individual lives close to you in your neighborhood, perhaps closer than your alderman or your city councilman, because they're representing a larger space. So that's the next space up. It would be alderman or city councilman. Some places, some localities, alderman and city councilman is the same position. In some places, they're different positions. But it goes from your precinct or your smallest governmental jurisdiction to the next one, which would be like your ward, or some people they got parishes in certain states. If the language changed, but the process is the same. Yes. So then you have that, right, which represents that particular part of the city or that municipality. And then you have the county structure. The county is a larger, so your alderman or your city councilman, they represent that city. As your precinct committeeman represents that precinct or that small community. That alderman or that city council person represents a ward or a larger section of the community or that city. And so you have that city council. And you extend to the county where you have a county board where that county is represented, and those people represent a larger space. Then you have your state representative districts, and you have your state senatorial districts, and they represent a much larger space within the state. And then, so on and so forth. You have your federal districts, right? So you got your U.S. Senate, your U.S. senator, and your U.S. representative. So that's like a basic ladder or a basic way to look at it. There's a lot of different spaces in between those spaces, but that's like the basic progression of local to state to federal politics in the representative chain.
Definitely. As you were